Howdy everybody, and welcome to podcast number 33. My name is Harley Reg McDaniel Jr. and this is where we welcome all seekers of truth in science and optimal health. I've been quoting from Fisher Institute for Medical Research periodicals, and today begin with volume 2, number 3, page 5, regarding asthma. The setting is Loma Linda University Children's Hospital in California. 32 subjects started participation and were between 6 and 18 years of age. Only 25 completed the study due to failure to follow instructions. Group 1 received typical medical treatment plus glyconutritionals the first 3 months, followed by 3 months of medical treatment only. Group 2 received medical treatment only for the first 3 months, followed by nutritional supplementation and medical treatment for the last 3 months, equaling a 6-month study. Group 1 showed overall improvement with an increase of symptoms when taken off the product. Only 4 subjects in the group showed sustained benefit when taken off the supplements. In Group 2, 9 showed improvement within the second 30 days and an increase in exercise tolerance within the first month. There were no adverse effects reported from either group. 70% of the children reported improvement in daily cough, wheezing, and exercise tolerance. On page 7 is a report on cerebral palsy that involved 28 months. It involved a female, and after 12 months her condition greatly improved with greatly increased muscle mass, and the ability to use a walker without assistance improved. Speech and vocabulary also improved, and also fine motor coordination, such as feeding and dressing herself, improved. Elimination of the intention tremor and achieve full control of her elimination system. These improvements allowed her to be placed in mainstream education. Another case on page 8 involving a 26-month study with a female. The child was attending a special education school. Within 1 month there was noticeable improvement. She was able to use her walker unassisted for the first time, and an increase in her fine motor skills and muscle strength per her physical therapist's observation. She became potty trained within 3 months and was able to speak in complete sentences. She now has normal upper extremity strength. She now walks without the walker, holding her mother's hand. Her cognition and intelligence seem to be normal to higher for a child her age, based on her school's intelligence testing. Isn't it amazing what power nutrition, which appears to be hard to find, can do? Ascend Sciences International has this formula of nutraceuticals, and with increased frequency activation nutrition, it appears the sky will be the limit for future generations. Well, we're all out of time again today, so you want to cut to the chase by getting with the person who invited you to my podcast to get the answers you need to your questions to see if you would like to be involved in these incredible products. And I hope you will share my podcast with your friends, because I only provide scientifically proven, life-changing, and life-saving information every single time. To close, I wish to end with a Quaker parable by John Greenleaf Whittier. I lift thee, and thee lift me, and together we ascend. See y'all next time. Howdy everybody, my name is Harley Reg McDaniel Jr. and welcome to podcast number 34, where we welcome all seekers of truth in science and optimal health. I've been quoting from the Fisher Institute of Medical Research periodicals, and today we continue with volume 2, number 3, page 9, regarding insulin dependency. This patient was a 12-year-old insulin-dependent diabetic. Glucose testing for breakfast showed a 31% decrease in insulin needs after starting the glyconutrients, 61% decrease at lunch, and 49% decrease at dinner time. Bedtime showed a 47% decrease. Overall blood glucose before glyconutrients was 263. After supplementation it was 139, which is a 47% overall decrease and improvement. On page 11 we read about the Prader Willi Syndrome, called PWS, which is a genetic disorder causing mental and behavioral problems which can last several years or be lifelong. This was a 38-month study with a female. After 12 months the child improved in all areas. The most impressive result was the dramatic decrease in appetite and hyperphagia with the elimination of insatiable hunger behavior, which is normal for PWS. Strasbismus, which is being cross-eyed, improved. Muscle tone increased. Verbal ability improved. And there seemed to be an overall increase in general sense of well-being. The third study of this on page 12 involved a 33-month female. Similar, if not identical, results ensued, with her remembering prayers, songs, and words she had heard often but previously had been unable to recall. So what if I told you that we not only have hundreds of similar non-published anecdotal stories on these subjects, but that the day will come when I will bring out on my podcast actual individuals who are still alive today who participated in these studies. Better yet, I plan on having new people on my podcast that will share with you their real-time experiences overcoming devastating deviations from normal. The trick which I think I can accomplish is that we have to try and keep them somewhat generic. For instance, they can't just say, I was diagnosed by my doctor with the C word. Everybody knows what the C word is. The word that can be a death sentence to hundreds of thousands of people. That word. They can't say it on my show. So what can they say instead? Well, here's an example. My doctor said I had a deviation from normal and that I should get my affairs in order, as I would not live much longer. I took a nutraceutical and added frequencies to it, and now my doctor is scratching his head saying I shouldn't not be alive. We won't say the name of the products used during the testimonials, just generic terms, so as to obey the law and not get shut down by Big Pharma. So that is why it is important for you to get the person who invited you to my podcast and learn about how to get involved with these products and this company, because we're all out of time again. And I hope you will share my podcast with your friends, because I only provide scientifically proven, life-threatening, and life-saving information every single time. To close, I wish to end as always with a Quaker parable by John Greenleaf Whittier. I lift thee and thee lift me, and together we ascend. See you all next time.